and we are live. What's going on? What's happening, you guys? Grand Rising, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time zone or time frame you guys are checking me out from. Go ahead and follow, hit that like. Let's get right into this. Listen, message. A, I found a way to continue to do these audio videos, which I really, really enjoy doing. I don't have to be already on my walk. You guys, I have to, I got a beard routine, I got a skincare routine. Before I even go live, I do all this stuff. And now I can just go live. So this is definitely an upgrade. But, you know what I'm saying? I will have a few visual aids, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just a black screen that you guys are looking at. But I just want to say that, here are 7 possible signs that you're a black sheep that builds in silence and does it solo with no help from the leftover woman. Now, I'm only saying this because, well, let's go to the visual aids. All right. Okay. Pause it right there. Practically homeless. Listen, guys, I don't know about you, but I don't want any woman online telling people that I needed her so badly, just in case those headphones were connected. Um, that I needed her so badly that, you know, we wouldn't be where we're at without her. I wouldn't have anything without her. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of strange to me. I don't think that's a good look. I don't think that's a good look. I don't think it's a good look having a woman that's saying that you were practically homeless before her and that she was good without you and she's putting you out there like that. That's just not a good look. I don't know what kind of guy likes that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But to me personally, I feel like, that's a little bit of a jab. That's a little bit of a jab. Now, I've seen this woman's content. I've reacted to it before. She normally does content inside of her vehicle. I have no problem with her. She speaks good about marriage or whatever. However, she does wear very fitting clothes. It's form fitting, and she makes sure you can see her entire physique in the videos that she makes, right? So you can see, from the angle of the phone, her almost whole body, like her head all the way down to her legs, probably up to about her knees. Like she made sure that it's wide enough for you to see that much. I'm not saying that she's doing it for malicious reasons or to get attention. She might just be doing it to, get people to click on the video and watch it. But it doesn't seem like she's really in it in a wholesome type of way. It seemed like she's kind of doing this to kind of build up her social media. I almost feel like she's using the dude, the husband or whatever, to build up her social media. But I'm gonna let the video continue. But she just talks about how she was good on her own and how, YT women or, what I'm saying, supposedly trying to take all the BOK men from the BOK women, which again, this is nonsense. But, I just want to bring up what she's doing to promote herself over her husband. Sounds like a feminist. Mm, mm. He was just a bonus. Y'all be careful with this, man. So y'all be seeing this stuff, and that's why I don't let no white chick talk about black women around me. I don't let no white chick talk about black women behind around me. And if she starts talking weird about black women, you best believe I'm going to correct her. I don't know what her intentions are. Some of these goofy ass white females are just trying to get back at black women or a form of their own racism. You know what I'm saying? Like they're racist. Someone be racist and they'll get with black guys as some form of racism. I don't know how to describe it, but being a black man that's been with a bunch of different women, especially women from the South, um, and also women from up north. It seems like most of the white women I run into that are kind of racist, but are covert racist, are like from up north. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be real careful with them, man. Like they got their own little kinks and whatnot or whatever as well. The number one thing that I would ask you black men to do that I notice with white women, see if she has any black friends, female friends, black female friends that rock the black woman aesthetic, not trying to be a Becky. You know, I haven't seen any of them, the white women that seem kind of weird have any black female friends. But just check to see if they have any black female friends. If they have none or like one, you got your answer. You got your answer. Move accordingly. I want to let you know that. Check her history. See if she has any black female friends, any diversity. If she's messing with black men, she should have a black female friend. If she don't, there's some weird shit going on there. Okay, just know that. And like I was just showing you with that woman, how she described, her being independent. She didn't need his money. She described him as damn like a bum, living in his van. That's not how a woman talks about her man. Not a woman proud to be with her man. And then she's talking about they built businesses together. I'm getting to the point where I'd rather just get the black woman who would rather deal with me after the businesses have been established. I'm just going to be real. I don't want nobody talking about me like that. I don't want nobody talking about me like that. I want no woman talking about how I met him. He just got his own place, and he had been struggling for a couple. I don't want them talking like that whatsoever. She clearly said he had something going on already, and she didn't say that they started over from scratch with a different type of business. They added on. We don't know what a little bit of something meant. Could have been something like what I got going on where everything is fleshed out. All five of my YouTube channels have purpose. TikToks have purpose. Instagram has purpose. I have a website on the way that I'm building right now. It's all LLC'd out. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of the state. Everything's good to go. The one thing I need to do is flesh it out with some actual content. I don't need no woman coming in talking about she helped me and he had a little bit of something going on. You mean the work, the process of taking an idea from the ether and grounding it in this reality, the fucking hard work? You're talking about just making the product or, what I mean, making content. What about the work of grounding an idea from the ether, from the nothingness, from the void? What are you talking about? Like it's just an easy thing to do to come up with an idea out of nothing and ground it. That's the hard part. You know how long he probably took? Part of the reason why he's probably in his van. You know how long he probably took to come up with that idea, to ground it properly in this reality? You know how long? He had just gotten his own place. I would have loved to have known which he'd been with him if he was still in that van. Still in that van, still coming up with the idea. Not the business already in play, but still in the van, still coming up with the idea. It takes a lot of your energy to come up with an idea, to go through the ether, find what you need, and then ground it, pull it out, ground it in this reality, man. And then you got to keep it grounded. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, you don't let it go or whatever, let someone steal your idea or let it fade away, no matter what you're going through at the time. Because a lot of times the world hits you whenever you are having your, epiphany moment, right? Like he did. The world hit him. He was in a van. He got himself together, started building himself back up, got a place and got a wife. She didn't say that she met him in the van. She met him after he had a place. Okay. Now, yeah, she probably took him in, you know what I'm saying, quicker than a black woman would, because a lot of times white women do look for potential, at least in black men. But a lot of this goes with, bro, a lot of times white women give you a chance that they might not give a white dude just because you're a black dude. Just like black women give white dudes all kind of chance. They call it the black girl magic thing, black girlfriend magic, where they get a white guy, give him a fade, show him how to line his beard up, so it's not connecting to his sideburns, and then put a fitted on him, and then all of us, you know what I'm saying? They put more work and effort into white dudes. For some reason, women just do stuff like that. Black women do it with white dudes. White women, I really believe white women do it with black guys. I think they give black men more of a shot than they give white guys. They have a higher standard for them, and black women have a higher standard for black men than white guys. That's the way I feel about it. Right? That's just how I feel. So it might be easier for you to get a white woman, and not even a bad way, just because you're something different. You look like her brother or cousins or whatever the case may be, her dad or uncles. And same thing with black women. You know what I'm saying? Easier for white guys to get to them because something different, right? That's all I can see. But they definitely cater to a different ethnicity of man. They just do. You see it all the time. Black women, they get these goofy, dorky. A white guy that's way more dorky than you or nerdy than you. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get him and act like he's gold. See, the other black women won't say nothing to her because of the sisterhood. But if you as a black man gets with a woman, you know what I mean, a white woman, oh man, it's over for you, man. It's over. And again, this is just, I'm making a video to say build on your own. Build on your own. I believe it's best to have a foundation. Now, if you already with a woman and you start building, cool. If you get it off the ground and it works out for you, great. I don't think your greatest potential will be with that woman because they're gonna like nag you or critique whatever you're coming up with while you're still pulling it from the ether because they think that's their job and it's not. They don't come up with shit. They don't build shit. They think they're supposed to come along and critique this and that and help you to make. No, I don't need you to. Man, listen, I don't need you to help me do shit when it comes to my businesses. For all you females out there, they're like watching a guy like me build something up. Like, how can I come in and help him? You don't do that shit. You don't come in and help me do shit. You come in and you do what I ask you to do. And we have a good time outside of my businesses so that I can be stress free. So when I go back to it, working on my businesses, I can, get into it without, you know what I'm saying, any stress from the days before, you know what I mean? Or mental fog or anything like that. It's your job to help me stay clear and focused. I don't need you in my business. And I mean, like, y'all be over here trying to solidify yourselves in some guy's life by being attached to everything that's going on. I don't need you in that. If I need to get rid of your fuck ass, I'm gonna get rid of you. I don't need for you to be all up in my stuff. I don't need for it. I don't want you to be all up in my stuff because it's gonna give you a level of comfort that you shouldn't have. Because I will get rid of you any fucking time. You start acting up, you're gone. You start questioning what I'm doing, you're gone. You come across like you're possibly cheating, you're gone. If you come across like you're using me to build up your social media platform and using me as an anchor or a beard or whatever the case, where you're really looking for attention online, you're gone. You're gone. I don't need you all intertwined and everything I have going on. I want to get rid of your ass real quick, real fast. So when black women are talking about, I want the finished product, good, good, good. Yeah, that way I know the reason that you're there for. I don't need you being around me and then you keep telling the story of, how I got started and how I was homeless. And man, anything prior to that man meeting her, which he was in a home, she shouldn't even be bringing up. She shouldn't even be bringing it up. He can bring it up. See, imagine me. When I got my divorce, I was homeless. Could you imagine me getting with a bitch? And this chick's out here telling everybody, oh, he was homeless after his divorce and he was getting so I wish he would. Hell no. Need your dumb ass trying to tell people, what I was going through. You're not going to have the empathy or really the understanding of what I was going through to articulate it the proper kind of way. It's going to come across wrong like that woman just did, right? I would never want my wife or girlfriend or nothing getting online talking like that about me. Fuck that bitch. You crazy? You'll never get online and embarrass me talking about I was homeless living in my vehicle before you, like you some kind of godsend with your white stinking ass. You better go on somewhere with that shit. You better go on somewhere and go wash your legs or something. You ain't gonna talk about how he probably taught you how to wash your legs and wash properly. None of that. You gonna talk about none of that. Because we know those conversations happen. We know they happen, but you ain't gonna sit here and act like, what I mean, that this man just came into you and you already had the level of hygiene and cleanliness that black folks like. Y'all have a different culture of cleaning yourselves than we do. Black dudes gotta teach y'all a little bit of something about washing that ass and washing your whole body, letting that asshole soak in the tub instead of you trying to take a shower and you ain't even spreading your cheeks enough. No, 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 no. No, we always have to teach y'all. Stop it. Even some black women we gotta teach. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you need to go ahead and let that asshole soak a little bit longer. Why you running out the tub so quick? You're not even kind of pruny yet. You're a woman. You got to sit there and let that shit soak, man. You know what I mean? And then, no, 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 I'm running around here taking no damn shower. How are you getting in that crack like you supposed to in the shower? No, 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 no. You can shower after you're done taking a bath. Get your ass in that tub and lay down. Let that asshole soak. No, I'm playing with you. No, listen. Been with white women before. I know what the deal is. Don't be over here making it seem like that man was just, you just came in his life and you changed. He taught you how to wash your ass. He taught you how to wash your ass every day. Don't play like he didn't. Don't play like he didn't. Okay? And that stepped your game up, you know what I'm saying? All types of levels. Being clean, running around thinking that you can poop and pee every day and that shit is clean. No, 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 because you took some toilet paper to it. You know what I mean? Not no, what I'm saying, flushable wet wipes. No, just dry paper to a wet ass. Doesn't make no sense. So don't act like that man more than likely didn't teach you how to wash your ass. Most of us men out here, we end up having to teach the women we're with how to wash a little bit longer or whatever, black or white. Don't listen, I'm telling you the truth. Y'all be used to a bunch of trifling dudes. That's how I know y'all used to trifling dudes. I don't want to smell nothing but like perfumes and things of that nature, body wash, what I'm saying, leave-in conditioner, lotion, stuff like that. I don't want to smell anything else. Not your feet, not your hair, not your armpits. Well, the armpits, I guess, were in the middle of it, mostly pheromones anyway, but not your crack, not your coochie. I don't want to smell none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women will try to lay with you before washing your ass. You should always wash before you lay with the man. You should not be out all day or whatever, giving him funky ass coochie. You know what I'm saying? White women do that real quick. No, wash. I'm not one of those dudes. I don't want to smell your ass. I'm not going to smell your ass. I got a big nose. I can smell everything. No, that's why every woman with me, after me, guarantee you them dudes love the hygiene, man, is chef's kiss. I teach them all how to make sure they take a bath, get pruny, lay in there for a while, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. That's why it baffles me. I don't need you to be around for me to come up with a great business idea or business plan. I'll play the video one more time before I go as well. But to sit around and be on here talking about your man like that, oh, he was living in a van and I came along and saved him. Oh, this woman thinks she's Jesus Christ. What is going on with you? God saved him. You know what I'm saying? God saved him. You might have ended up with a good man by the grace of God, but God said, listen, let me tell you something. Build on your own. Build on your own. Any of y'all so weak that you need a woman by your side while you're building? Bro, your faith in God just ain't strong enough for me. You're like a weak bitch ass man, in my opinion. Like you don't have the faith in God, you know what I'm saying, who has the faith in you to get it done. You need some stankin' ass hoe next to you to hold your hand. That's what you need, man. You know what I'm saying? Just make you feel good about what you doing. Fuck out of here, bro. I'm not doing that. I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm trying to build in a way that's completely creative on my own. I don't want any influence. I don't want any girlfriend influence. I don't want any womanly influence. I want to make sure it's built the way that I want to build it. After it's done being built, you want to come along, that's fine. But I don't want to hear any of their opinions while I'm doing this. I don't want to hear any of their input. There's plenty for those women to be doing on their own. Hell, you build a business and then you show me how it's done, and I'll take some notes. You don't come along and help me with something I'm already working on. No, you build it and then you show me how it's done. No, I don't retracted my whole thing of a woman wanting to build with me because that seemed like a bad idea. She's coming into it with ideas and delusions of grandeur. She's coming into it thinking that she can help you refine what you already have going on, what you've already been working with God with. She thinks she can come in and show you some insight that you were missing. No. My problem with that is all this insight you're going to have on what I'm missing in my business, all the observations you've made, have you done the same level of, observing yourself, correcting yourself, and fixing all of your shortcomings? Do you do that? Do you critique yourself? Do you do that? Or do you just find a way to be able to critique and find shortcomings in other people? I don't want you around me I don't want no person around me like that, as a matter of fact. Not just saying I don't want you. I don't want no one around. You have to be on your shit. I should be able to look at you and be like, I could probably learn something from this woman. Just because the way you carrying yourself, everything's together, you've worked on yourself. I mean, you have, what I'm saying, a ton of empathy. A woman that's worked on herself wouldn't get online and talk about how her husband was living out of a van before he met her. Not when he met her, but before he met her. Something ain't right about that. And I understand them trying to, be dramatic and get the point across, but he needs to be saying that. He needs to be saying that, not her. You know what I mean? Just be careful out here. You should have no problem building on your own. If you end up giving the woman who already has a business and y'all work together and build another business or whatever, collaborate or whatever, that's cool. But you having a woman that ain't got a business and you're working on something and she comes along, do you know how easy it is to watch something that's already built and be able to notice or starting to be built or the foundation's built and you can notice like some shortcomings and some flaws? It's real easy. You should hire someone to do that for you, right? If you need some help and, getting your business up, hire someone. So that way, it's advantageous. You're paying them, they're providing you a service. There's no emotional attachment or someone feeling like they did you a favor to bring up later on, like that woman just did. Like, oh, I had to help him and he was living in a van. And you hire someone. You hire someone, get the help. They were paid for it. Rivaderci, kick their ass up out of your business, and then you go back to doing what you're doing. You don't need a woman sitting around, you know, trying to help you. Bitch, go find something to do. There's plenty, what I'm saying, for you to work on yourself. Look in the mirror and now critique yourself at the same level that you were critiquing me in my business. Right? Now, go work on it. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I have to work on myself every fucking day. There's always something for me to do, working on myself wise. Every day, bro. I'm evaluating what I've done. Like yesterday, I wasted some time. I don't know how time got away from me. I evaluated that this AM before I even got online. I'm always evaluating. That way I don't never feel like I'm just so perfect that I can critique somebody else. I always think about, well, I got things to work on. Y'all are too comfortable feeling like you can critique other people when you yourselves need to work on things. I'm not fucking perfect. The fact that you can get online and talk about your husband like that should let you know you got some things to work on. Your ego is out of control. You're over here trying to show everybody how much you're worthy of this and worth this and that. Who cares? Who cares? If she didn't have a husband, nobody give a damn. They gonna just push me out the video that I was just watching. Now I gotta go find it again. Let me see here. No, I can't find it. I was gonna play it again, but I don't want to go through all this person's feed just to find that one video. TikTok kicked me up out of there real quick. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all these videos to find it. Yeah, man. But anyway, like I was saying, it's a woman just saying that she helped her husband build himself back up, and that she had everything together. Having a husband was just a bonus for her, and stuff like that. I'm just like, man, whatever, whatever. I don't want a woman around me like that. I don't want any woman that thinks that I needed her to build my business up. I don't know. Absolutely not. What I will do, let me see if I have any videos saved here that I can play. I was hoping I saved that gym girl video. I repost so much. Let me see. I'll have to make another video. Yeah, I'll just make another video with that. I gotta scroll through a lot, man. I repost a lot. A lot. I don't see that gym girl. I'm gonna have to go back through all these reposts. I repost her video. Yeah, I can find it. But what I'll do is I'll find it and then I'll just make a video, a short video right after this one with it in it. It's better to do it that way anyway, because that gym video needs to be spoken about separately. But yeah, guys, you're black sheep, man. You're gonna have to do this on your own. You're not alone when you are following Christ, first of all. So you're never alone. If you feel alone, then you definitely are not in alignment with the Most High God. You're not. If you were, you would feel surrounded at all times. You would feel surrounded. You never feel like you really have any straight up, you know what I'm saying, alone time, alone and by yourself. And you just feel the energy of of a greater force around you. And you can also tell certain things get moved out of your way. You can tell that you're protected. Just weird things happen that, you have no way to explain it. You just know that it's just you're being protected. You just close calls, all kind of stuff. And once you start noticing, like, now you don't get arrogant with it and put yourself in danger, but you just be like, oh, I'm protected, man. I ain't worried about nothing, man. Like I've had some stuff happen, and when I put it together, I'm like, wait a minute, that wasn't no coincidence. Thinking about it afterwards, like, yo, that's like a one in a billion chances that's a okay. And you just know. Because sometimes the way God protects you, it ain't like in a way that's super, oh, that's a coinky dink or some luck. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. You know what I'm saying? Even the people around you will be like, how in the world? It's God. What you miss? It's God. I take no credit for this. I take none. But anyway, guys, be back on here in a few minutes with that other video, and this way I can give y'all visual aids, and I can also have video showing. And it's not the normal reaction way, but man, listen, man, I don't, I'm gonna get the reaction videos, but I gotta set up the desk and all of that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's why I like going outside and making the videos. Just record a video while I'm walking around outside, get my walk in, two birds with one stone. When I'm just sitting here at the desk, I just feel some type of way sometimes. I'm gonna make shorter desk videos. I like to be getting multiple things done at once, multitasking. If I go outside and talk to you guys, I'm going for a walk. Right now, I'm lifting weights, doing a few different things, writing some stuff down while I'm live streaming. At the desk, I can't do nothing. I'm sitting at the desk. I gotta wait till the video's over. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting at the desk, can't lift no weights, can go for a walk. Just sit. It's boring. It's boring, man. But I'm bringing myself to doing it. But if I have other avenues to be able to get the information out like this and the other way, walk around outside, then I'm okay with doing the desk. But I'm not going to do the desk all the time. Some people love to sit down. I never sit down, dude. The only time I sit down is making these videos. I'm an army guy, army vet. I'm always standing up. I'm always standing, walking, standing. I don't sit down very much. I don't like sitting down. You know what I'm saying? I sit down when I have to, whatever, but most of the time I'm standing on my feet. I'm standing on my feet. So we'll figure something out, but probably shorter desk videos and longer walking around outside videos, longer videos like this, where I can be comfortable. I want to be comfortable. Shit. I ain't got to sit here and be sitting at the desk all the time. No, I'm not going to do that. When I find that video, though, I will get back on here. I don't know. Okay. Is this it? Ah, yes, yes. Now, obviously, meathead women aren't the brightest, or the sharpest tool in the shed. Okay, so I'm not gonna go in on her too badly. Another reason why I don't like women that be in the gym too much, they're meatheads. They're not very bright. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is this, right? You heard what she just said. I'm gonna let it play again in a minute. She starts off the video. You know what? Let's just critique it while she's speaking. Definitely are disgusting. Just because she's never seen a man say that a woman with a lot of muscle is unattractive is doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And I want to know what brought on this video. If you have so many men with muscle coming after you and you only want men with muscle, why are you making this video about another man, another type of man, right? Like, what's the point in this video, you dumbass motherfucker? If you get men that have muscle and you have no problem getting them, and men with a lot of muscle don't have no problem with women with muscle, what's the point in this video, you stupid ass motherfucker? The point in it is a guy that you find attractive that doesn't have a shit ton of muscle said he don't like no bulky ass female. And the only people or person that I know of talking that way is me. You know what I'm saying? The only, and it's his TikTok. Have a lot of black women watch me on TikTok. So don't listen, let me tell you something. Don't tell me I weeded myself out. You aren't attractive to me. I would never even look in your direction, right? I would never look in your direction. I'm not over here talking about women that I find attractive that don't like lean men. And I've never seen a woman not like a lean man. And if you're a woman that don't like a lean man, then you're not my type anyway. I've never said no shit like that. I have too many women that love my physique. There's women that say that I'm not their normal type and they just love my body, period. Right? So I don't really care what you think. You're not attractive enough to even be talking like this. This chick must go off her body to gauge her attractiveness because it's not there in the face. A lot of light skinned girls think just because they're light skinned, they're cute. Man, stop. No, not the average man. And there's not a single average man that will call my physique average or easy to obtain. They will say that it's attainable naturally, but they won't say that it's average or easy to obtain. Man, you're not going to have a six pack at 42 and not be working out, working on an eight pack. You're not going to have a damn near eight pack at 42, with low body fat percentage. You're just talking. You're obviously hurt that an attractive, extremely attractive masculine man doesn't want your bulky ass. You're obviously fucking hurt. Why do you black women keep getting online talking like you're not making it very obvious that you're hurt by some guy that has a standard that you don't qualify for? And all you have to do, all this goofy, light skinned, funny looking ass chick has to do is stop working out so obsessively. Don't have as much bulk. No one's telling her that her whole frame and her face is so tore up. No, just don't be as bulky. Fucking idiot. Listen, stupid. Obviously, because I don't find you attractive. That's the whole point in your video, right? The whole point in your video is to make it, hey, there's some guys out here that just don't like bulky women. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Look how butthurt these women are. You can have no fucking preference. Then go get them. And I want to see more videos like this. If this is what y'all want, I want to see more videos. The only person I've seen make a video like this. I want to see more videos of black women saying they want big, bulky men. I want to see more videos of black women, if y'all agree with her, that want big, bulky men. Otherwise, I'm going to take it that other black women either have no problem with men having a preference or just go find someone else, stop making a video about it. Don't bother them that much. It's bothered this woman so much. She's making a video about it. Go get a big dog. You want the biceps? Then go get one. There are plenty of meathead men out here. Why are you telling us? Why are you telling us? Why don't you have a man already? I'm glad she knows she's disgusting, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she knows that she's fucking bulky and disgusting. So, I don't, you know what I'm saying, too much care for the mindset of any person that obsesses over the gym like that and gets bulky and they're not like competing, and making money from it. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand it. The bodybuilders and all them, hey, they got a reason for it. You're just doing shit to be doing shit and you're mad that somebody don't like the shit. Nah, man. That ain't normal. It's not normal. So you can take it however you want to take it. Y'all went and obsessed over the gym and you thought that aesthetic was going to be naturally attractive to heterosexual, masculine, traditional men. Traditional men don't go to the gym like crazy, bro. Traditional men work hard. They're hardworking men. They don't be in the gym looking for this gym aesthetic. That's not what they do. They go to the gym, but it's not their whole personality. They work hard. They center, their personality around being a hard worker, right? So who you calling normal or average? These guys probably don't want no bulky fucking woman that needs to go to the gym all the time instead of getting her ass out there and working hard with him in the sun, whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? I don't need your ass. Gym muscle does not translate to real life functional muscle. It doesn't. And what you're calling normal might just be a lean guy. Listen, let me tell you something. I farmers carry 50-pound weights up and down my driveway all the time. I am surprisingly strong. To think that I'm a normal dude, you would be surprised how strong I am. You know what I mean? I got that farmer boy build type of shit. I'm way stronger than I look. I've always been raised in the country. I've been raised in the country. So that strength has always been there. You know what I mean? I'm a country boy. So you sitting here talking about normal build or average. What's average, fool? What's a normal build? What's a normal guy? And if they mean nothing to you, why are you making a video where you look like you're about to cry? She looked like she was about to cry. She said, "You find us disgusting." The fuck? So what? Ain't nobody I know said that but me. I'm the only one that said like big bulky women is fucking disgusting and gross or gross. I said gross or disgusting. I don't know if I said disgusting. I might have said gross, right? But she felt every syllable of the word. When I was like disgusting or gross, she felt that. She felt that, so deep in her coochie and her crack that she needed to make a video. We don't want you anyway. They always do. We don't want you anyway. Then why are you making this video, stupid? Live by example. Go get a bulky man and then be like, this is the kind of man I like. That's what you should be doing. I don't like no skinny ass dude that don't like a bulky. Do that. Don't be single telling us, I don't even want you anyway. Bitch, you can't even get a bulky guy. You can't even get a skinny guy. You can't get a lean guy. You have no guy. You have no guy. Because if you had one, he wouldn't let you make that dumbass video. He'd be like, I am bulky. Why are you making a video explaining why you like bulky men to men that aren't bulky? What's that about? Who do you think you're fooling? Y'all be doing the dumbest shit. You telling yourselves. You telling yourselves. So now I know that you get offended when a lean guy like me, who is the universal attractive. The lean man is the universally attractive man. You wanna know why? Because a lean guy is the physique that God meant for us to have without you taking it too far left or being too skinny like a runner and going too far right and being like, you know what I'm saying, a bodybuilder, right? Your natural physique, the way that God built us to be, you're going to find that attractive subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? What else? Primally, instinctively, you're going to find that to be more attractive. You can see more. A guy that's lean, you can see how we're ripped. You know what I'm saying? Got the V taper going on. Also, a lot of people can tell that I'm full of energy, full of energy, have a ton of energy. Women love that. You know what I'm saying? Big, bulky guys, you always see them walking slow. No offense, man. No offense. You know they can't run for nothing. And if they were to get into an altercation, if they can't get their hands on you really quickly within the first minute and a half, 2 minutes, they're going to gas out and get worn the fuck out. Now, if they get their hands on you, that's a different story. Probably try to rip you in half. But if you can just move a little bit of movement, right, they're gonna get worn out. Those muscles, man, it don't translate to fighting power. It doesn't, right? That's why you don't see bulky guys just starting fights with smaller guys, especially if the guy like he works out a little bit. They know they ain't got the stamina, the cardio. Most bulky guys have this whole thing about not doing cardio. There's memes about it. You know what I mean? They're giving away the secret to how to beat them. They have no cardio. You know what I'm saying? They have no cardio. They have no stamina. So yeah, okay, maybe that first minute, maybe a minute, more likely 30 seconds. Like Joe Rogan was saying, probably like 15, 30 seconds of fighting you. Then after that, man, you're just winded. You're winded. It's about how durable you are. Can you take these punches? Hoping that the guy's not a wrestler, and chokes you out. You know what I'm saying? But again, at the end of the day, like you go after what you want. But don't think that you're fooling us as more lean men by you making videos without a bulky man in the video with you telling us that you don't find us attractive, that you want a big dog. Where is the big dog at, bitch? Where's the big dog at? All I see is you. Only big dog I see with big broad shoulders is you. That's it. Looks like the big dogs don't want your stanking ass either. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't see too many of these bulky guys with really bulky women. Sometimes if they're like a couple, an influencer couple, but most of the time I see bulky guys with regular lean women. We all like them. We all like natural looking women. What's going on, fam? What's up? So again, I'll make another video just with that gym chick, and I'll probably grab another video now that I got this new way I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, content. It's very laid back, very easy to do, very comfortable, right? So I'll make another video, but I just want to put that point out there. The first video showing the young lady who's married or in a long-term relationship who put her man out there like he was a bum, living in his van, just got into a place. The reason why she said it that way, because she wanted to emphasize how important she was to him. He had just gotten into a place. It wouldn't matter if he just signed a lease on the motherfucking place. He got there on his own. Give the man credit where credit is due. She's trying to overly, emphasize how important she was in his life. We don't care, bitch. We want you to sit in the background and do what you're supposed to be doing. Not out here in the forefront telling everybody how broke he was, telling everybody how hard it was for him, telling everybody how much he needed you. And then this is what she did with herself. Hear what she said. I never needed him. I've always been good. I got myself. Shut up, motherfucker. Like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know your place no more. You want to be out front. They always want to be out front, man. Yeah, man. They're going out of their way to say something to you, then they obviously, find you attractive. Man, I had to talk to my son's bus driver the other day, and you know, she comes here anytime she wants to. It's a black woman. And she comes here anytime. She'll never have a set time. She just shows up whenever. It can be between a 15-minute range. I don't want to be out there sometimes for 15 minutes waiting on her. So I've been showing up right on time, whatever. And then she got mad. One day I was there a little bit late, so she started pulling off. I chased her down. Okay. I chased her down, when she came to the stop sign, got out, got myself on the bus. I guess that bothered her. I guess she wanted to teach me a lesson by leaving me behind. I got a truck, bitch. I'll chase you down. You know what I'm saying? If I get out here a little bit late, I know your route. I'll chase you down. Anyway, she hops up out of her bus and she's like Haitian or something. I think she's Haitian too. And she's loud. And she's like, you supposed to be here 10 minutes prior. And, I told your son that I'm getting here at 6 instead of 5:55. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I never got anything official from the school. So what we doing, word of mouth? And he's a kid. So when my son tells me stuff, it ain't like she said be here at this time. I said to her, my son said she wanted to know what time do you want her to show up? 5:55 or 6. I said, of course, 6, but I didn't get nothing official from the school, And so she was like, she could tell that I'm not stupid. So then she started changing. Oh, well, I mean, technically you're supposed to be here 10 minutes prior. And I, well, technically, I don't know the time that you're going to be here because I never got an official time from the school outside of the time that the school gave me when I registered my son, which is 5:55. You never officially gave me no update at 6. And sometimes you get here at 6:10. Well, that's only on a few occasions. See, when I start holding her accountable, story starts falling apart and da 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 da. Da. And I'm just like, man, look, you thought you was talking to some stupid ass black dude. I had to show her, no, I keep track of everything. I know what I'm doing. There's two people to get picked up at that bus stop. My son and the neighbor. The neighbor shows up once a week. I had to tell her if I don't show up here every day, regardless if I'm late or not, you're going to think that we're not getting on the bus. So, that she brought the neighbor up for some reason. I was like, so you can't even bring that neighbor up because they're hardly ever here. And I'm like, if I didn't show up for 3 days, the neighbor didn't show up, what would you do? And she was like, I'll probably just drive by. Exactly. Exactly. So me being responsible and showing up here every day, regardless of a few minutes or not, I told her, I'll tell you this. If you don't see me out here, just drive off. You know what I'm saying? Just drive off. We ain't gotta have this conversation. Just drive off. I'll take him to school if I have to. You know what I mean? I get up at 12 a.m. every day, making my content. I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? This woman was touching me on my shoulder during this conversation. She grabbed my back. She's feeling me. I felt violated. I mean, not just touched my shoulder, like, kind of felt it. Then, hand around my back. And I'm like, what? Why are you touching me? You know what I'm saying? First of all, I don't, Haitians and you know what I'm saying, and that voodoo stuff, and then also, I mean, she kind of came into the conversation kind of masculine, loud. She walked up on me kind of close, violated my man space. And then when she heard that I wasn't going to back down and she heard the bass in the voice, she backed away a little bit, started trying to be softer, touching my shoulder, and grabbing my back. I don't even know how she grabbed my back. I'm facing her. She found a way to grab my back. She wanted to fill me up. See, women can do so much and get away with it, and we can't do nothing. I mean, she's just filling me up, and if I'd have been like, I'm not comfortable with this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like nobody touching me. I really don't. I don't like no one touching me. You know what I'm saying? Unless I know you or know the energy. I don't like nobody touching me. Don't be touching me. You know what I'm saying? I took that hoodie off so quick when I got in that truck. You know what I'm saying? Don't be touching me. I don't people be doing weird shit. Don't be touching me. Man, if she's on your stories, bro, you already know what the deal is. If she's in your stories, man, she about to come on. Oh, she was mad, bro. Now I've waited for this woman every day. We wait for that woman for at least 10 minutes. I get out there early and we wait. And me and my son, eating snacks and stuff, talking, chopping it up. I like the time anyway. But I was just running late, man. You know what I'm saying? And a couple days, I'm like, man, I'm not getting out there 10 minutes prior. So I went off the time that she normally shows up, which is 6:08, between 6:08 and 6:09. I showed up at like 6:07 and she's pulling off. And then the next day I showed up at like 6:04 and she's getting ready to pull off. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Now, every other day you've been showing up at 6:08, 6:09. Now that I've been showing up late, now you're showing up at 6:05, 6 o'clock. You know, and it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? You're just random as hell. I told her, hey, listen, if I catch you, I catch you. If I don't, I'll take him to school. It ain't no big deal. Don't be touching me. We ain't gonna have no freaking. We had like almost a 5 minute conversation. You're like, man, you're just telling me what time you want me to be here. You're using the school, their standard of wanting the parent to be there 10 minutes prior, but we don't have a set time that you're showing up because the set time was 5:55 according to the paperwork I signed when I registered my son in school. I have not received anything new from the principal assigning a new time. Now, if you're just moving times around because you feel like you have that authority as a bus driver, okay, cool. I don't have to respect that authority because you're not the principal. You don't run shit. Okay? You just drive the buses. So get to driving. I don't know what we're talking about here. You want me to be here at 6 o'clock? Okay. I'm not gonna be here 5:50. Hell no, you ain't gonna never show up that early. So if I miss the bus, all well, so sad, I gotta get off my black ass and drive my son all 8 minutes to the school. Don't wanna do that. Don't wanna do that at all. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know, she tried to get out of it. I'm too slick though. I'm always there early. She tried all kind of different methods, and she was loud. She was trying to talk over me. You know, I'm calm. You know, I'm not gonna talk over you. I'm gonna let you get everything out, and then I'm gonna crush what you said, and then I'm gonna let you get everything out again, and then crush it with a few words, and then you're gonna say something, and I'm gonna crush it again with a smile on my face, and also kind of like a little bit of a condescending voice. I like to make sure it's kind of condescending, like when she was like talking, I'm like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just doing that kind of shit. Just fucking with her. I will fuck with you psychologically if you are just in my. It's too early. It's too early. It's early in the AM. You know what I mean? I'm serious with my energy. And here this demon comes, right? Like I was in a really good mood. Here this demon comes trying to steal some loosh or get my energy worked up so these parasites, these principalities can steal my loosh. We're not doing that. Ain't no loose stealing that early in the AM. No, no, no. I'm gonna flip this on you. Okay. And by the end of it, we're laughing with each other, whatever. She was touching my body, which I don't too much care for or whatever. But it definitely, women got this thing, man, where they challenge you. And if you stand up to them, they like it. They get work, they get turned on by it. Not knowing them challenging you in general just turns you off completely. Just turns you off completely. You like, I wish this bitch got my face. She's over here, I was touching my shoulder and grabbing my back. Like, if you don't go on somewhere, don't you have a bus to be driving? Get to bussing. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? Bro, as a black man, it's always gonna happen to us. The stereotype is that we're dumb, we're ignorant, we're stupid, and we're the furthest thing from it. We be teaching everybody common sense, right? That we're just athletes or whatever. And you know me, I'm always downplaying myself. So I'm wearing sweatpants all the time. She even brought up the fact, like, well, I didn't, she's like, I like to wait on y'all because a couple times y'all walked up here to the bus stop. I didn't know what that was about. And I'm like, it's about me being about exercise and making sure that my son gets his in. Nothing else. Nothing else. I don't even know why she brought that up. I guess she was trying to maybe imply that my truck wasn't. My truck is always working. What are you talking about? But why am I always walking? Driving to the bus stop. It takes me 2 minutes to drive there. And it takes me 6 minutes to walk there. Like I want to make sure that my son and myself, I'm getting my walk in. If I knock my walk out early like that, it's already done. You know what I mean? Because I'll walk to the bus stop, drop him off, and then finish the walk. Because it's a 2 mile walk, right? It's a mile out to the stop sign and a mile back to my house. So I just finish it out, right? But here she is like, why are you worried about why we walked to the bus stop? We weren't even we weren't even late when we walked there. She could see us. It just took us a minute and a half to get from where we're at to the bus, you know what I'm saying? But she could see us coming in. Like bringing that up was stupid. It's about exercise. I have my son walk from the bus stop every day to the house in the afternoons. He needs the exercise. I don't think he's doing enough in school. And a lot of acne breakouts that teenagers get is due to all the testosterone flowing through him. So if he can just get rid of some of that testosterone, which he has been walking, his face is cleared up. You know what I'm saying? Like the walking he does in the afternoon has cleared up his face a whole lot because he's able to get rid of that testosterone because my son is not active like that. He does not like to be doing too much if he ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? So it's a reason for me walking him, right? Because I try to get him to do other stuff, but I don't want to force him into weightlifting because um, he'll hate it and I don't want him to do that. So I give him like some 1 pound weights, tell him to lift them casually whenever, and make sure he does some push ups and some sit ups every now and again, and some squats. But the walking, I know he's doing that because the bus drops him off. He got to get to the house. So I'm just making sure that my son is healthy, and he's been doing nothing but getting more ripped. You know what I'm saying? His face has been clearing up. It's really helping him out. So I'm not gonna stop doing that. And every now and again, I'll walk to the bus stop with him to show him I ain't got no problem with walking. We can both do it together. You know, I just stopped doing it because it got warm for a little bit and then it got cold again. Remember that? And I'm like, nah, I don't do nothing in the cold. I stay my black ass in the house. That's it. But she tried to throw it in my face, like, hey, you walked out here a couple. I don't know what that was about. It's called none of your business, bitch. Didn't I come back out here a couple days later in my truck? It's called none of your business. Why are you worried about it? Now you know. Now I know how she been gossiping about us a little bit. Like, yeah, these guys they walk to the bus stop. So I had a weighted vest on. Why would you think that I was walking there because of my truck being broken down and I have a weighted vest on? A green with reflectors, weighted vest on. Come on, man. True facts. See, you catching it. Mentally logging all of whatever she can about me. Like when she brought up me walking to the bus stop, it'd been so long ago. I was like, we did that 2 days. Did like 2 days. Every other time I drove him all the way out here and then get on the bus. So what are we talking? What are you bringing it up for? She brought it up to make it seem like, oh, I've waited on you multiple times when y'all were walking to the bus stop. I waited. Da, 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 da. Man, she wasn't waiting that long. By the time we walked up, I could see that the neighbor daughter had just gotten out the car and was walking into. If we'd been, she'd been waiting there for a while, she'd already been on the bus. She'd already been on the bus. You was not there that long those times. So I know what kind of person she is. She don't, and also she got pulled over by the cops. See, she don't know that my son told me this, and I was gonna bring it up to her, but I'm like, nah, I wasn't there. She got pulled over by the cops. What is she doing getting pulled over by the cops? My son said that she be doing side quests, you know what I'm saying, side missions and stuff, while she's supposed to be driving him to school. Like she be stopping at the gas stations and the little moms and pop shops. What is she doing? What is she doing? So I already know this woman is crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? She crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And she like Haitian American too. So she's just out there, man. And I ain't about to be over here arguing with no Haitian early in the AM. It's early. Like, man, just whatever. I'll be out here. And if I'm not, pull off. Pull off. It's all good. Don't worry about it. That's what she got caught up when she was trying to piece together while I was walking to the bus stop and also, trying to make it seem like, I mean, you're supposed to be out here 10 minutes prior, trying to put together this narrative that she probably thought of all night, after the day before when we were late. And I just destroyed it. All the work she put in, because she jumped out the bus and came all the way over to my truck. You know what I'm saying? So I jumped out my truck and called her before she got close. And I was just like, chopping it up. I had no warning she was going to do it. I had no preparation like she did and still put her in her place. I'm not one of them people to be messing with. Yeah, you're putting things together to get your narrative across. I've logged everything you've done already anyway. It's just the way my brain works. And if I'm having an argument for some reason in my mind, everything that person has done, it just lines itself up in my head, and I just see it. Everything that person's done, and it's like just calling off what I can see in my head. Right. Every time, like if I'm getting into it with anybody or something's going on, time just slows down for me. Everything lines up in my head, and I just brrr, 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 and it's over for them. It's over. You know what I mean? I'll be saying stuff not even realizing, like, damn, I remember all that. Don't play about me. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be going up, and then they're looking surprised. They're like, man, this guy thought he was out of it, man. I'm not out of it, dummy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out of it. You're driving a bus. I work for myself. No offense. No offense. Just like these content creators online, they try to call me broke. I work for myself. I get up when I want to. You got to punch a time clock. You got to be there at a certain time or you get fired. How are you talking about me being broke? You're mentally broken and you're a slave. You know what I'm saying? And you probably don't make more money than me. And I work for myself and you have a whole job. Nah, I don't hear none of that shit. Most content creators, most influencers are broke. Everybody knows that. But let them tell it. All of them got money. Big money grip, right? All of them. No, you're recording videos in a corner of your home. Let us see the rest of it. Bitch ass nigga. Let us see the rest of it. Right? You're not going to do that. Shut up. Go to work and be quiet. Okay? Shut up. Go to work and be quiet. While I sit here on my black ass talking online. After I get done with this, I'm gonna do insanity. After that, I'm gonna, go for a short walk in my home. It's raining outside on my treadmill, and then I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna get out of that, and I'm gonna lift some weights, and then probably go live, and do the same thing tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. No time clock for me. No, I need to get to bed because I have to be well rested for work. None of that for me. Okay. Now, I'm not making fun of anyone that works a 9 to 5. My best friend works a 9 to 5, but he's an engineer and he's a lead. So he's sitting on his ass not doing nothing. Okay. He's chilling, making a bunch of money. All right. And he gets to work from home part of the week. Okay. So there are people out there that are doing it at their jobs, but then there are losers out there that are working shitty jobs that are trying to be influencers and content creators and then throwing shade and running their mouth about other people that they perceive and assume are doing worse than them when I get to do whatever I want any day of the week that I want to do it or do nothing. Just like yesterday, just do nothing because I don't feel like it. So again, I love watching content creators try to talk about how much money they have and call other people brokies. Shut your dumb ass up. If you're not working a job, you just got to the point where you stop working a job. But also, you don't know how to invest or market yourself right. You should be wanting passive sources of income, not you working your face off every day making videos or whenever you're making them and you don't have any income coming in outside of that, right? You're supposed to be wanting multiple sources of passive income, multiple sources of passive income, multiple sources of passive income. You don't need no big ass check from one spot, and you never should put all your eggs in one basket. Multiple sources of passive income. Wonder where I get the idea of doing a bunch of different things online. Because I do a bunch of different things in real life to make sure I have money and to make sure that no source of my money ever dries up. There's always a replacement source. There's always money coming in from different places, man. Legally, completely legal. I want to put that in there, by the way, because I don't anything illegal and quick money, and I don't nothing to do with that. If I can't work hard to get it, it ain't worth me having. If I don't work hard or need to work hard to get it, it ain't worth me having. You know what I mean? I know that from experience. Had to work hard for the army. Had to work hard to work at the White House, and I've done nothing but get great residuals from the work I put in from that. I'm going to school right now, making money from my GI Bill from the decision I made to join the army at 16 or 15. I can't remember, 15 or 16. Right. So it's you got to be planning for things out, and you got to make sure whatever you're doing will always. Okay, for example, the pickup truck I decided to buy. I just knew that that Ford Raptor that year was timeless. I just knew it. And if you'd have been around me at the time, you would have thought I was obsessed. I was doing because at that time they stopped making Raptors. They jacked the price up and made it real hard for you to get one. I was obsessed. I was obsessed. I was not going to stop until I got an all black Raptor, black on the inside, black on the outside, blue trim. I was obsessed. My girlfriend at the time, which ended up being my ex-wife, she thought I was weird. I was obsessed. And then I got it. And then I got it. Took me like 8 months or whatever. I was working on my credit. I was doing all kind of stuff, going to all kind of dealerships. And then I got it. Right? Hard work pays off. And guess what? That same truck I bought in 2015 or whatever, 14 or 15, I'm using it to this day to make all my content. My truck still looks, new enough to keep up with the new trucks. It don't look vintage. Okay? It's just, putting the work in. Also, God gives me the guidance. I know what to do. I know how to get timeless things and do things timelessly. You know what I'm saying? I just know it. And the Raptors that have come out since my Raptor don't even look as good as my Raptor. They don't even look as good. And then they made the aluminum body, so those fucking trucks, the wind blows too hard, they get dented. Mine, the last steel frame, 6.2 liter V8, naturally aspirated engine. Come on, man. The engine says the boss. What do you want from me? On the fucking thing, it says the boss. I'm telling you, man, hard work pays off. Taking your time doing things right. Getting it done yourself with no help. My ex was like telling me to get a regular F-150. Let's get a regular F-150. Shut your fuck ass up. I'm going to get whatever the fuck I want. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? Gotta be like that. That's why y'all be talking about having a woman around. I don't know. Every time I'm with a woman and I'm trying to get things done, she just brings up a bunch of doubt. You know what I'm saying? Are you sure that's going to work? The fuck? But a lot of you men have never built nothing without a woman before. Never built nothing, period. So you like to have someone holding your hand. I don't want you around holding my hand. When I'm talking to God, I don't need no influence from somewhere else, from some human. I don't need it. I don't need it. You know what I mean? And then once she helps you build it, now she has claim of it. If it wasn't for me, he would have never had this built. If it wasn't for me, he would have never got this off the ground right. It wasn't for me. They want you to praise him. Always praise him. It'll never stop. It'll never stop. You know what I mean? She gonna want you to praise her for her helping you in any kind of capacity, whether it's minimal or hugely. She gonna want you to praise her like she's a god. I'm telling you, the best thing for you to do is to build on your own and also build in silence. That way, any mistakes you make, no one knows about them. How, your thought process, no one knows how it goes. So from the outside looking in, it might look like you're, a mess. It might look like you're not figuring things out, but once you have your shit together, you've gotten everything organized, synchronized, all that good stuff, you figured out your routines, it's gonna seem like magic. It's gonna seem like luck. It's gonna seem like out of nowhere you popped up. No, no, no. Hard work. Hard work and silence, right? That's what you want. You want them to be like, where did this come from? I thought this guy was losing. You don't want them being like, well, he gets online and he told us he gets online every day and he says he's going to do this, and he gets online and he said he tried this and it didn't work, and then he tried. No, you don't want them knowing none of that shit. Plus, people knowing your routine and how you getting it done, they can send negative energy your way. Trust me. I learned the hard way with family and old friends. Telling them stuff and things weren't working out. Stop telling them shit and then shit would work out. Come to find out these people were um talking shit or gossiping, right? Gossiping. Gossip is witchcraft. Gossip is at least two people sitting around each other talking about someone else in a negative way, and they're visualizing it at the same time, which they're visualizing random negative scenarios that have not happened to the person yet. That is trying to manifest something. Ain't that what witches do? Isn't that what witches do? And they'll be sitting around like they're not witches and warlocks, bringing up God and going to church on Sunday, but they're gossiping. They're gossiping like witches and warlocks. They're thinking of you failing in different ways. Well, I mean, it looked like he's gonna do it on his own. I'm trying to tell him, but he won't listen to me. I'm trying to tell him that when I join the army, I try to tell him is, he gonna go to war. And you gonna join the army, you gonna go to war. You gonna mess around and die over there. Like you shouldn't be joining the army. What are you projecting that onto me for? You don't think that I know that 9/11 happened? What do you, and then the whole, you're gonna die over there and da da da. They just be coming up with stuff and saying things to you that they shouldn't be saying, just putting things on you that have not happened. And unless you're a negative witch or warlock, why would you even bring them up? You're trying to bring up the worst case scenarios to stop somebody from doing something that God's already told them to do. They already planning on doing. They got their mind made up to do. Happens to me multiple times, man. That's why I don't participate in gossip. I don't participate in gossip. I want nothing to do with gossip. And I make sure anyone I feel like is gossiping about me, I keep them at an arm's length, like at a distance. Even if it's family, love them from a distance, man. Love them from a distance. But I gotta get off of here. It's going on 10, and I want to get outside before the rain comes down too hard. But I have to do insanity first. Like that's my whole thing. I got to do that workout first. You know what I mean? It's super intense, it's painful as fuck. Do I have to do it? Probably not. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point. I do it because I don't want to do it. Who wants to be doing all that jumping and burpees and Spider-Man push-ups and what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. Right? Nobody wants to do that shit. But that's the reason why I do it. Get the work in. Exactly, man. And gossiping is most of what everybody does nowadays. So most people are witches and warlocks and don't even know it. The only way, not the only way, but the best way to keep yourself from gossiping or participating in it is to work. Work or build something, just be busy. You'll be too busy to gossip. You won't know what's going on with anybody else, and you're not gonna want to know because you ain't got the time for it. Right? That way you can't even be drawn into gossip. If someone's trying to gossip around you, you're so busy that you're like, man, I ain't got time for this. I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna be listening to it because you realize it's a waste of time. You don't, man. Listen, when you get to a certain place and uh you're awakened, you're vibing high. You know what I'm saying? Your frequencies where it's supposed to be at. You just see time. You see energy and time. Do I want to put the time or energy into this? Right? Because I can't get neither one of them back. And when there's time wasters or there's Energy wasters, you're just like, I'm not doing this. I get nothing from this energetically. This is not worth my time, and you just don't have nothing to do with it because gossip and what do you get from it? Like a mild dopamine hit or feeling like you're better than somebody else for a couple of minutes. And then once the gossip is over and you're back by yourself, now you're back to dealing with your own fucking problems. So that band-aid didn't work. It's just a time waster. I don't have no malice towards anybody to have to gossip about them behind their back. I don't know enough about anybody else right now. I'm too focused on myself. It's just time wasting. So I don't participate in it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got the time for it. Facts. Whole reason why they do it. That way they can spread and say whatever they want about you without you defending yourself. They can say that you're doing this, you're not doing that, and it seems like this and that. But no one, whenever you listen to gossipers, you never listen. They'll never say that they directly got clarification on different things that they perceived about you. They'll never tell the rest of the gossipers like, yeah, I went to him and asked him directly, what's going on with this and why are you acting like that? Those are gossipers. Okay, like for example, when I was going through my divorce and I was online, I was doing a couple different things. Before I was going online on a regular basis, my ex-wife was threatening to take my land, take everything that I had. And as soon as I started working again, she was going to get alimony. That's what she was saying to me. So when I was online, I had to come across like I was broke, bombed that no money to me, whether I had money or not. I just had to come off that way because she was stalking me. Her and her mom and her family would pop up in my live streams and say a bunch of random shit in there to make me look like a crazy weirdo person. So they just kept watching my live stream. So what I had to do was I had to come across crazy, had to come across broke, had to come across like I ain't got nothing going for me. Everybody that knows me knows I'm not like that. So it's gonna cause a lot of people to be happy, like her, and move on. And other people that really care about me gonna reach out to me and see what's going on, like my boy Moon did, right? And I told him what's going on. He said, oh, okay. And he checks in on me on a regular basis. So he's seen that I was moving in silence and everything I had going on. He knows my money has always been right. But I had to convince her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know anything about the money I started making after me and her broke up and the different ways I was making money. And she didn't even know. She needed to see me looking broke, bombed out, depleted. So guess what happened? When she filed for divorce, no fault divorce. She didn't want nothing from me. She just wanted to be friends. You know what I'm saying? And I cussed her out, called her a bitch, and got my divorce. It's what it is. I had to go all that time looking broke for her to finally leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? And then because I was looking broke and all this and that and the third and talking a certain way, right? If you go look at my old content, you'll be able to tell like he seemed kind of off. I had to do all that stuff, man. This woman was stalking me, man. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to give this woman any alimony, so I couldn't go back to work, you know what I'm saying, like that. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to know in the different ways I was making money online and stuff. So I had to look bombed out and depleted. But it really taught me then when I was doing that, like a lot of online people were judging me based off how I looked. Not what I was saying, but how I looked. So it's like, oh, okay. That's when I learned the whole movement in silence. Like, I don't nobody knowing then. Nobody know how much money I got. If you're gonna judge me like that, nobody needs to know how much money I have then. All these content creators are gonna be out here gossiping, group chatting, and all this based off of not knowing nothing, not reaching out and getting any clarification. Oh, you wanted to have a problem with me. Okay, now you see why I move the way I do. These people told themselves when they kept their distance from me, no one reached out to see what was going on, but they kept watching. It's such a, you know what I'm saying, train wreck, but they just kept watching. They kept watching and not only watching, taking the words I say and using them, thinking, well, and that justified them trying to categorize me as crazy because, like, well, he's crazy, but I'm gonna take his words and use them. And no one's gonna believe the words of a crazy man that his words are being taken from him. He's already sounding crazy online. Well, once I got my divorce, I didn't have to act any kind of way online at all anymore. Whether she's watching me or not, she has no control. So now it's like you're gonna be held accountable for stealing my content. You're gonna be held accountable for watching my content and projecting onto me, making assumptions. You're gonna be held accountable for trying to throw shade, from your platforms and thinking I'm not gonna pick up on it. You're gonna be held accountable. I just took notes and I don't give a fuck. What bitch ass content comes out talking about forgive thy enemy, don't hold no grudges, let things go? Fuck you. I just told you what I'm gonna do. And there ain't no backing out of it and trying to convince me not to do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And you can deal with it. I don't hear no fuck ass shit about, oh, you lose your gifts. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get at you motherfuckers, man. I'm a whole warrior. I've been to war twice. I've had to see people get blown up, younger men than me, never make it back to their families. And here you fuck ass, bitch ass people online think you got some punk that you can. No, 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 no. What you have is a calculated veteran with nothing but time on his hands. I'm gonna get at you. A lot of you bigger content creators don't think, no, no, no. I never said I was done with y'all. I'm going to get at you. You don't steal my intellectual property. You don't throw shade my way and then think you're going to walk away from it like that. Fuck you. When I get where I need to be at, I'm going to be coming after certain content creators. And you're going to wonder why he's doing it because I picked up on the shit that they were doing. It ain't going to seem random because hey, he says he's going after certain people. It ain't going to be random. Should have stayed the fuck away from me. You should have stayed away from my content. You should have stayed out my business. I'm not here for your fucking entertainment. This ain't the Black Truman Show. I'm not here for your entertainment. And if you think that I was, and you feel like anything that's been put on the internet is up to anybody's critique and that's cool. But you have to be also ready for the consequences of you being in other people's business that don't look at it the same way that you do. You think it's the wild, wild west and do whatever you want on the internet. There are real world consequences to your internet actions. There are real world consequences to your internet actions. It's not no fucking game out here, man. Some of us had to work really hard to get where we're at, from where we're at to where we're at now. Really fucking hard. Building ourselves back up, going through all kind of stress, crazy person trying to threaten to take everything that you have while you trying to get back on your feet. Crazy motherfucker had to cancel my debit cards because she was trying to drain my accounts dry right when we split up paying her bills. You know what I'm saying? While on the internet, people are just going on. Listen, man, she's already getting her karma. I ain't got to go after her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? After me, ending up with a couple more kids out of wedlock, punishment enough. She'll deal with that shit. But as far as you internet people, you do too much. There has to be some consequences and some people that are doing something about y'all running around, stealing ideas, stealing intellectual property, regurgitating, throwing shade. You just have too much time on your hands. So now you have someone else who has no problem being a villain with too much time on their hands. Deal with it. Because unlike you idiots, whatever y'all say about me, hey man, I close the app, it don't mean nothing to me. I'm going about my day. You know what I'm saying? Halftime I'll be on my phone. Put my phone down, going about my day. Don't give a fuck what y'all saying about me on the internet. You're not gonna say it to my face. You're not gonna say it to my face. Not concerned. I'm gonna show y'all that there are people out here that do not care about their digital footprints, impression, or how people perceive it. The right ones will perceive me the right way, and the rest of y'all can kiss my black ass. I don't care. You're nobody to me. You're nothing to me. You're absolutely nothing. I don't give a shit about your following, your subscribers, your views, your clout, hell, celebrities and whatnot to be watching me or whatever. You mean nothing to me. Your opinion of me means shit. And I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. A lot of you broken ass people, you worried about what everybody else thinks about you. I could care fucking less. I could care less. God's impressed with me. That's why I keep getting blessed. That's all I care about. You gotta stay busy, man. Telling you. Attention and validation all the time. And that sucks too, man. I feel bad for these guys that are boyfriends to these women, man. You know, I want to date, but I was married, man. I was a married guy, and not just that, but I mean, I wasn't on social media back then. Like a lot of women get away with a lot because a lot of men aren't on social media like they are. So I have no idea what that woman was doing. I mean, I was not on social media. So she was always on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like so there's no way of knowing. And I don't that's why I'm going overseas. I don't want to deal with that. I don't have to go through her social media and check it on a regular. She ain't important enough for that shit. When a hoe wants to make herself so important that you have to go through her social media and check behind her, and man, she is not that important. If you catch her, the minute you catch her, you drop her like a bad habit and not think twice about it and not look back. Like all this going through their socials, and why are you doing that? You shouldn't have to do that. This hoe should think that the stability that you've given her and the protection is good enough for her not to be doing stuff like that. But nowadays, man, if they're on social media, they doing some emotional cheating at the least. You know what I mean? And they can't be trusted. They have no moral compass. A lot of them don't believe in God like they're supposed to. And a lot of them don't believe in God because God holds them accountable and tells them their place under man, which is the man is under God, right? They want to be right under God or right at God's level. It's weird as hell. It's weird as hell. And if you think about it, and this is no offense to the women and the ladies, and I love the ladies, I love the women, but a lot of these stankin' ass females are trifling. Bro, a lot of these stankin' ass females are trifling, man. If you've ever been married or in a long term relationship, you get to see the other side of them. A lot of them are trifling. A lot of times they'll cut corners, meaning they won't wash their ass completely. They'll bird bath in a sink, right? Even though they got a gaping hole that's leaking all the time, they'll just bird bath in a sink. These hoes be wearing tight ass shit, so they pussy be closed. It don't get no air in there, nothing to ventilate it or air it out or nothing, right? So it be closed off, and that's part of the reason why I be funky. You know, a lot of them are trifling. You know, a lot of them know that they box be funky, and they don't be letting nobody know. You know, trying to get as much out of a man as they can, and then the number one excuse would be, "I just left the gym." You know, they got a ready-made excuse. They already know the pussy stinks. You know, so a lot of them are trifling. If you know, you knew how these women are getting passed around and how these chads were doing them, you think that some of these R&B singers just making stuff up. You know, I want to pee on you, and some of these women want you to piss in their mouth. Some of these women you spit in their mouth. You just be thinking that no, these women are freaky as hell, and they giving it away for free to these chads and Tyrones. You know what I'm saying? And then you come along and they want to come across like they're a good woman because it's time for them to settle down. All the freaky shit they've done in their past. All the freaky shit. You have no idea. You have no idea. That's the reason why I don't take back a cheating woman or an ex. I'm a Chad or a Tyrone, depending on. I do whatever I want in the bedroom. I already know these women are going. I already know. I ain't got nothing to do with it, man. I want something fresh. To my knowledge, ain't gotten around that much. Not an ex who I've already had. You know, I had her at her best. Her coochie is not going to get better with years. I had her at her best. That's why I don't understand. Y'all go back to exes. You've had her at her best. She's only racked up more dick, more tampon mileage since you. You had her at her best or a better version of her, body wise. You know what I'm saying? And mentally, less trauma. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I don't want you back. I don't want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't want to see you again. There's no point. I don't care about it. I don't care how it comes across. Don't do anything to get thrown up out of my life. Once you're out of my life, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't reminisce about no damn memories with you or nothing like that. If I'm going to reminisce, it's going to be about them bad bitches that I was fucking like two at a time. You know, my younger days, some really dope experiences. Not some woman that overstayed her welcome. Some pussy I done had a million times. The fuck? Give a fuck about reminiscing about that shit. I've had it enough to not need to reminisce about a damn thing. Crazy as hell. I reminisce about the women I've had like once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know, and I had some great times with them. If I done had you over and over and over, there's nothing to reminisce. Man, I'm trying to make space for some new bitches. I don't give a damn about none of that. I done had you every way. Every way. Crazy? You guys go back to these exes. Y'all are crazy, man. You done had her every way. You should have. If you didn't, that's on you. That's on you. You'll be surprised at what women do in the bedroom. You just don't even try. You don't even try. You don't even move like that. That's why they end up cheating on you and getting with somebody else. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I got married. I put my wife on a pedestal. Stopped doing certain freaky things with her. Should never stop doing that shit. You start putting them on a pedestal and being like, I don't want to dog her out like that. You know what I'm saying? I won't do that. Man, next thing you know it, they looking for that from somebody else. You trying to put them on a pedestal. You're like, I ain't trying to be doing her like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look at this woman in the face after, you know what I'm saying, we just get through hanging out with the kids. Man, they still want you to dog them out in that bedroom, man. You can't stop dogging them out. You have to do them to where you don't want to look her in the eyes after you got done. You have to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, these chicks will be looking for it from somebody else. They freaky as hell. Trying to tell you. That's why they go against the Bible. That's why listen, especially black women, if you hear them going against the Bible, if you keep asking them questions, it's gonna always come back to the fact the Bible holds them accountable and says that they're a man's rib and they're supposed to be helping the family. By way of helping the man and being a helpmeet, they can't stand it because, especially black women, they feel like they're supposed to be the main character, right? They don't have no physical strength to defend themselves, even against bigger women, right? They've never really shown the ability to, under pressure, uh, force their way through all type of mental stress or stress in general. They end up needing help or something like that, and also like once a month for a few days to a week, they're highly vulnerable and emotional, going through stuff with a period and whatnot. So it's just that, but they want to be put on the same level as us, really above us, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So it is what it is. I would avoid American women for the most part as best you can. I'm just seeing too many women watching my content and running and making a panel, and it's a bunch of black women on that panel just running their mouth about black men. Like I can't make a single video over here on my YouTube without one of these dumbass hoes watching it, then running on TikTok, and they end up in my feed. They end up right in my feed. Now I got to go and block them. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't say nothing in my comment section. Salute to the women that get mad enough to go off in my comment section. Y'all some real ones. Because a lot of these hoes run back to their TikToks and make a panel where they feel safe with a bunch of other leftover, ugly, and fat women talking about black men. Because that's how y'all all look. You're leftover, ugly, fat women. Every single one of you that I blocked, you've been ugly, old, and fat. You know what I'm saying? Or all three. You are not top shelf. You are not the kind of women that men want. Every one of y'all blocked. I've done the data. Every one. And every time I go to a panel with a pretty woman as a host, she might have words for men, but she don't go and drag us through the mud like y'all do. She still wants to get a man. These women be talking about black men. You'd have thought that we directly did something to them with the level of malice in their voice, with the way that they seem like they're just so mad and so hurt. They can't even listen to criticism from us on our own platforms without getting triggered and feeling like they need to do something about it by running their fucking mouth on a panel on TikTok. Just trash. Straight trash. Hey, y'all got so much coochie. Have coochie enough to say something in my comment section and not run back to your goofy ass page on TikTok and run your mouth without even showing your face on camera, you piece of shit. You so big and so bold and so bad, right? Say what you got to say in my comment section, motherfucker. But you bitches won't do that shit. You won't do that shit. You so big, bold, and bad. No, you know what I'm saying? You're just big, fat, and stank. That's what you are. Fuck up out of here. Run back to a panel so you can gossip and run your mouth about men so you can feel better about your stanking ass self. Where's your husband at? Where are your kids in wedlock? Where are your properties? Right? You don't have shit. Now, you might have some stuff by yourself, but there's nothing worse than a lonely, older woman with assets. There's nothing worse. You can't be told nothing. And you know that the end is near. So you're just gonna try to take down as many women as you possibly can with you. You know what I mean? That's what you do. That's what you do. But I'm not gonna be here to judge you. If women want to fall down that trap with you being manless, aging out, it's cute and everything in your 20s and your 30s. But when you get in your 40s and you're aging out and 50s getting closer and you're aging out and you're in your 50s and you're aging out, your 60s, and you see your body shriveling up as you age out, doing everything you can, taking collagen, eating as much you can, lifting heavy weights, doing whatever you can do to maintain some type of vitality, looking young and healthy as you age out. If you were with a man, you would never have to worry about how you look. He's going to make you look like the same beautiful woman he got with when he first met you. But you would rather age out online, letting us all watch you age out instead of you getting a man, settling down, and shutting your fucking mouth. Just aging out, man. It's such a shame because some of y'all are really pretty. Some of y'all do have nice bodies, but your mind is so fucked up. We have to just watch you age out. You see these celebrities out here with attitudes like y'all, Stacey Dash, Vivica Fox, right? These women are crazy. Crazy. They could have any man they want. Instead, they keep fucking everything up, aging out, and then trying to get online and be cute. No one cares. I know y'all have seen these videos of Stacey Dash here lately. No one cares. No one cares. She's a whole 15 shades lighter than she was back when she was on that TV show that she. No one cares. No one cares. She look like a crazy older person. Like she's like crazy. She has a nice body. Face looks decent, but she has crazy eyes. Happens to women when they get older, man. You have nobody to ground you. Get weird. Just get weird. Okay, all the comments. Yeah, man. I'm going to get off of here and knock out this workout. It's just rolling up. The time is just going by so fast. Yeah, these women are out of control, bro. I don't, dude. Just work on yourself. The stuff I see online from just the influencers and content creators studying the men they find attractive, and then they end up acting like the men they find attractive, and then they wonder why the men they find attractive don't want them. It's strange, man. I can't because I watch what they do. Like, man, that I heard a dude say that. Or they'll be speaking in a weird way, like women don't speak. Like, oh, you're a loner and you're a lone wolf, and you got to get it out the mud, and you got to go through your. Women don't do shit like that. They're not made to do shit like that. Herd mentality. They got to stick together so they can survive. That's not normal. You're regurgitating what you hear men saying because it sounds good. It does sound good, but you don't have the capability of being that way, nor would a man want a woman that has been a loner for too long. You're going to probably be weird as fuck. You're not being led by God because you're not supposed to really have God talking to you directly. That's the reason for the man. So we don't know who you're being led by, making you do all this weird masculine shit, and it don't make any sense. It's all for your ego. Everything that you do is for your fucking ego. That's your lower self. So I'm not entertaining anybody out here going to the gym like a freak for their ego. I'm not entertaining any woman out here that's moving like a man and talking like a man for her ego. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with any woman that's I'm independent and I do everything on my own and I build my own platforms, and you're a lonely weirdo who don't know how to get along with men at all. You have basically forfeited your ability to communicate with the opposite sex just so you can have some clout online. So other women can say, "Yeah, girl, you're doing it. You're weird. You're weird. You're not single by choice. You're single because you're weird." You don't have no capability of interacting with the opposite sex without turning us off. You're weird. You're weird. and your aesthetic is no longer saving you. Men are holding you accountable to your weird ass personalities that y'all are presenting. You're weird. We're tired of your weird asses. Okay? That's it. That's all. Now run back to your panels on TikTok looking pathetic and talk all your shit while you hide behind your camera. You never show your camera, so you're just hiding behind your avatar. Just go run over there. Talk shit about black men. Make yourself feel better as you age out. Yell and cuss as you age out and make yourself look even worse because you're stressing yourself. Told you. When you speak ugly, you just turn ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? You just turn ugly. And I don't need a panel full of males to say what I got to say about you. I say it solo bolo. Unlike you hoes, you need a panel full of females to say a bunch of nonsense and then talk about how you're tough. You ain't tough about shit. You need cheerleaders everywhere you go. You're not tough about nothing. About nothing. You can't even tough out being single without getting online, complaining and blaming it all on men while you can't find a man as a woman. And some of y'all are even attractive physically. And you can't find a man or find a man to stay with you. Can't keep one. Whatever. Anyway, guys, do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe, join the tribe, hit that like button. What are you waiting for? You want to join and drop a comment. I know the comments are going to mainly be from the fellas, but ladies, you're more than welcome to drop a comment. Will I cook you up? Absolutely. Because you need to be told about yourself. If you got something slick to say in my comments, I'm going to say something slicker. Best believe that. Best believe that. And your only go to is going to be to call me down low. So I already know that in advance. So I'm going to have something ready for you. Okay? You're so stupid, so low IQ, and you don't come up with nothing new. You're only going to call me DL. Okay? And I have something for your stinking ass. I will have an individually made comment for a response to that kind of shit. Guaranteed. Because I already know where you black chicks are going to go. You don't never, bring nothing new to the table. You say the same one or two things. Okay? So I will always have rebuttal every single time. You're not going to catch me by surprise. You know that's the only thing that triggers black men. You know that. You know that. You know what I'm saying? And you don't see any other race of women using it on their men. Half of which because a lot of white dudes are gay. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times they just don't even bother with it. You're the only group that do it because we can't stand that shit and we can't stand the idea of you trying to just associate it with our name. And I'm talking about being down low. I ain't got no problem with gay people. People that are openly gay, they do their thing. I'm talking about down low people. People that are ashamed of themselves and they tote that shame around and they project that shame on other people. Hiding themselves at all times like a coward, scared to be who they are in 2026. No, you don't get to affiliate black men with that fearful, bitch ass type of personality. Because it's 2026. You're allowed to be who you want to be without being judged by everybody. If you are that kind of way, it will limit your access to certain types of men. And, people will talk about you, but you should be prepared for that if you need dick that fucking bad. If that's your way of life. That whole down low thing, men and women, that shit is disgusting. Those are the worst kind of fucking people. Those are biggest chameleons. You don't know who you're talking to. They're always adjusting to make sure they don't come across gay. Always. You know what I'm saying? I don't be adjusting for nothing. I say whatever the fuck I want to say. Whatever you think I'm saying, if it comes across a certain way, then I don't give a fuck. I ain't that. So I ain't worried about it. But down low people do. These people are very, very, very careful with their words. And they're always trying to observe the room to adjust to it because they don't want no one to figure them out. You don't have the right to project that on black men. We're very bold people. We're very bold people. We let you know what it is. You know damn well we're not like that. But here y'all are, aligning yourself with that group because it's the only group of males that'll deal with you because they want to be you. taking advice from that group of people who every male in that group wishes all straight men were gay. That don't make any fucking sense to go to them about a damn thing. For you to go to a download, or not download, but a gay guy and ask him questions about a straight man, and you think that he knows anything about that. I don't know nothing about gay people. You can't ask me nothing about them. What the fuck would that dick in a booty ass dude know about a straight man? His fantasy is every straight man is gay like him. The fuck are you talking about? They don't go after other gay men. They're always trying to turn out straight men or whatever. So why are you going to them for advice? Because they're the only males that'll deal with your stupid asses because they're trying to be you. They're trying to take everything from you simultaneously while your enemy, biggest enemy, greatest enemy is right next to you. Your greatest enemy. You got these dudes out here calling themselves women. You still support them. You still support them. And then you listen to them because they're bashing the men that you can't get. So as long as it's a male, that's why they like those hotep guys. As long as a male that's bashing another man that's a strong, traditional type of man, or a strong traditional type of black man, they don't care what kind of person that male is. Like them hotep guys who are obsessed with women, they have that son husband thing going on where they see their mother in every woman they're with, so they want to defend her like they wish they could have defended their mother. They use those men, what I'm saying, in live streams and whatnot. They use the homosexual man in live streams and whatnot to attack heterosexual males, again, while aligning themselves with the homosexual community as part, or a friend of the group. And then the minute that they want to shame a straight man, throw that group under the bus and use them as a shaming tactic against another group of men. And that group so fucked up, they let y'all do it. Just to be accepted by you, they let you do it. So you have this weird control thing where you align yourself with gay guys and be all in their comment section and promoting them, while simultaneously using them as a shaming tactic to the men that you want to date. You use that group. Now, I don't really say nothing about it because their dumbasses let you use them, but you use whatever mental disorder they have going on, right, for your benefit. So now you have males, what I'm saying, males that are bashing straight men. You have an allegiance, you know what I'm saying, you have a group. So it's not just women doing it now, but again, it's not credible because these are males that were down low. These are males that are wishing that every man is. They're wet dreaming off of it. You can't go off of that. That'd be like me going to a lesbian woman and a bull dyke and asking her about straight women. That don't make any sense. It's gonna always come back to her preference, and how she really wished that all of them were gay or down low, or she might even say something crazy like that, like, well, all women, get drunk enough, they might blah blah blah. I ain't listening to your gay ass try to project onto me your fantasy, your wet dream about women. That's not fucking true. I don't go to bull dykes about shit. Why in the hell are you going to full out flamboyant homosexual men and asking them about straight men? They don't know a fucking thing about us, man. They don't know a fucking thing about us. Be doing stupid ass shit, man. That shit get on my nerves. Like, all these black women love doing it, boy. I'm like, these bitches always got some shit to say, and they go to gay men to ask about straight men. Like they gonna have anything nice to say about us because we don't be having nothing really nice to say about them. You know what I mean? Because that community is like, I don't know, man. It's tainting. I'm trying to make sure I'm politically correct. It's messing things up for the heterosexual community. They're influencing what we believe to be hetero women. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell them that we're all kind of ways down low and whatnot. And we have women that have sense enough to know that that's your enemy that's putting stuff in your head to mess your head up. That's your enemy. That motherfucker wishes every straight man was down low because they don't like messing with other gay men for whatever reason. They must know they're full of disease or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So they want to go and try to find somebody that's not full of disease. You can't be over here like listening to them talk about shit. You cannot be over here listening to them talk about straight men. Motherfuckers living a wild life, dude. I mean, any day at any time, AIDS is right around the corner. Like, what the hell? No. I mean, like, it's bad when they got to go outside their group or hope to find someone outside their group that's running around being DL. They can't just be running around finding other gay men. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't good enough for them. I don't promote or understand any of that weird relationship y'all have going on. Any of it. Any of it. They let y'all make fun of them and throw them on the bus so they can be in alignment with you. I guess to make them more credible or to have somebody that'll help defend against other people coming after their group. I don't know, man. Y'all have a weird relationship. But I'm trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying? With these women out here, you need to build on your own. Let them say what they want. If I have not made it clear to you that that whole bashing you and calling you gay or down low, it doesn't make any sense coming from that group of women. They align themselves with that group. That group, they'll have best friends that are guys like that. And then the moment you're a hetero male telling this woman that this is your standards, your boundaries, all of a sudden you're just like her so-called best friend. You know what I mean? It don't make any sense, man. It's wild. It's weird. It's weird. She obviously knows who's gay. That's why they be aligning themselves friendship wise with them. But then they use it as a shaming tactic for straight men that don't want them or have something to say against them. And they're the only group that does that. They're the only group of women that does that. Other groups go after other things, but this, like, they'll call you broke or something like that. This group always needs to call you that. And you still be chasing them. What are you chasing them for? For this bitch to eventually try to call you that? And then go hang out with her gay homeboy at the bar or the club? Man, no, 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 not doing that. Get these comments up. How far behind am I? Okay, I put that one up. Bro, it's they promote some of these weird people online. Like there's this big fat tranny dude. I just seen him interviewing with Tasha K, and he said she said to him something about I don't wanna end up with no down low dude. And that dude said that he don't mess with gay men. Like he said that he only messes with straight men. And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "No, no, I only mess with straight men." You know? And I'm like, I'm so tired of these niggas, man. I'm so tired of these bitches platforming them and then these bitch ass niggas up here trying to defame. Like, it's an agenda, right? That's why they're allowed to get up there and do that stuff against us. And you don't really see. Because if white women tried doing that with white men, they would shut her down. They're not going to let her tarnish their image. But now the white boy ain't got to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He can just let these black bitches do it for him and then platform them and push them to the top of the algorithm, then sit back and laugh because he has these black women platforming these fucked up individuals trying to call all straight men gay by saying stuff like, oh, I only date straight men by the definition of the word, right? You have nothing to do with straight heterosexual men, but they keep trying to, make it seem like it's all no. And they're only doing it in the black community. You only see black women platforming these fucking people to say this weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder, like Tasha K's like these are plants, man. A lot of these people, it's their job, whether they know it or not, to bash black men and bash black people, make us look bad as a whole. I don't even know if Tasha K is Black American. I really don't even know if she's Black American. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of what I see is foreign people that are cosplaying Black Americans, and they're always stirring up some shit. I keep seeing it all over the place with, like DJ Academics and I think Tasha K might. She don't look completely Black American. I could be wrong. She just don't look completely Black American. But whenever I see these people, what's the other dude? Flacco, whatever his name is, he don't look Black American either. Don't look Black American. None of them look Black American. I keep telling y'all, like, the features on these foreign people are just not all, but a lot of them are like real dense. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like when they speak, they don't have no empathy, or it don't seem like they've really been a part of the struggle from Black people. They somebody speak from like a observer type of spirit. Like they don't have any empathy or nothing. It's weird. So I'm just like, I don't know if they really Black American. They ain't really part of our struggle. And a lot of these tether type people, they like to make money off of us. You see what they're doing in the music and the movie industry, don't you? You see Black American movies about Black Americans being betrayed by British Blacks, by Africans, right? You see in music, we have somebody called Dochi or Doche. We did not approve of her. And I want y'all to know something. Every other group of people, if you're trying to put a person as being a Black American, if you don't have a Black American to co sign them, we will not accept them. I know you're testing things out to see we as Black people, which is the spirit, what I'm saying, of all people, God's true chosen ones, that no matter what we do, we draw people to us. If we don't co sign one of your shitty ass artists that are trying to take away from us, they will not go nowhere. That Dolce chick, you've put all kind of money behind her. She is not gone nowhere. And y'all are steady talking, oh, but her views, and we don't care. She's not supported by Black Americans. And if you're not supported by Black Americans, you will never pop. You will never be that person. You will never be him or her. That's the kind of power that we have. Influence. Influence. And for some reason, people care about how we feel about other people when it comes to certain things as far as entertainment goes, especially Black entertainment. And if Black Americans, Indigenous Americans, do not accept you, you will not be known for anything. Like Conor McGregor said, you'll be a fart in the wind. This chick has done everything to be noticed. If I bring her name up in front of Black people, they barely know. If I show her picture, they definitely don't know who the fuck she is. Now, if I play one of her songs, they might recognize it or whatever, but we don't know why we're hearing these songs. We don't run shit. We don't run the radios. We're not the people that own these different studios and whatnot and record labels. It's one group of people. You know what I'm saying? And when they want to replace you with some African tether with an agenda, they'll do it. Like the one thing I know about that Doshi chick is when they thought that she was popular, she got on one of those podcasts and said that she said something about straight Black men. I forgot what she said, but she said something about straight Black men. I can't remember, but she was bashing us in some type of way. So then you got to see what her true agenda was. Her true agenda was to go against Black males. Came out of nowhere, and she's not even Black American. So I don't know why she made sure she said something about Black American men, right? But they're plants. They're put out there to push an agenda, this masculine agenda, talking shit about Black Americans and more specifically Black men, right? If they can't get Black women to do it, then they'll bring in some fucking fuck ass African, you know, and bring her ass over here to talk shit about Black men. I forgot what she said, but it was some ignorant, stupid Gen Z, no thought behind it, doing what she's told to do type of shit. Like the conversation they were having that wasn't even needed, right? And she said that stupid shit, and it's like you don't even have the approval of Black people. You have the machine behind you that's telling other people that you're approved by Black people, and Black people are showing you and everyone else we don't know you. We don't support you. You will not get our, what I'm saying, approval on anything. And as you see with her, all the fame they put behind her, all the machine they put behind her, she still is nobody. No one knows her. We don't promote her. We don't blast her music in our vehicles. We don't speak about her. We have nothing to do with her, which goes to show that no matter what they're doing to try to take away our influence on people and give it to someone else, they don't have that magic we have. They're trying everything. These Jewish and white dudes, they're trying everything to be able to make all the money and use the black image, the black American image, without having to give us anything. Because there's a big deal in this world about giving black Americans anything. No reparations, not giving their land back, reclass. There's something about this world where people hate to see us have anything. It seems very strange that every race of people don't want us to have anything. No matter if they're black or brown or whatever, if they're not black American, they seem to have a problem with us or have no problem replacing us and saying a bunch of crazy shit about us, right? So that agenda is very obvious. You see it in the movies. They're trying to do it in the music. They're replacing us with these Africans, these Haitians, these people that have cosplayed and studied our vernacular and the way that we move and say things. I want y'all to understand something. I will never say AAVE. Every time I turn around, Gen Z is trying to categorize and relabel things. We've already got slang, ebonics. I'm not going to say AAVE. Anytime you stupid fucking Gen Z people keep trying to make us start saying your stupid ass terms, I'm going against them intentionally. I don't want to hear none of that fuck ass AAVE shit. A white dude came up with that shit, bro. Like I'm not doing this with y'all, man. I'm not doing this with y'all. I keep hearing it up. I'm like, I didn't even know what it was. I had to look it up. Y'all keep trying to replace stuff that we already have going. You're really whitewashing it and colonizing it. Don't trust any of Gen Z because most of the time the shit they're saying came up with by a white boy. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I think that glaze thing came up by white boy. I know the gooning thing was came up with by white boy. We used to call goons like thugs and stuff. Now it's a term for masturbating. This is white boy shit. This is white boy shit. I don't need a white boy trying to come in and tell me what it is that I'm saying. Oh, you're speaking AAVE, huh? Shut the fuck up. I'm speaking in a code that you need not know about. And you stupid ass Gen Zs, because y'all want to be popular, you're giving them all the information. They can piece it together or be lost. But you giving them the blueprint and showing them and telling them exactly what our code mean and our language and how we flip. Fuck y'all, man. I don't know who raised you bitch ass motherfuckers, man. That's why I told y'all move like a white Karen, because y'all move like white people. You colonize everything. You think you're cool and you're fucking not. You think your opinions matter and because you're the newest generation or the generation that's supposed to be popping right now, and you're fucking not. We have millennials and Gen Xers having to come back out of retirement because y'all done fucked the game up so bad and everything. You can't be trusted. We can't give the reign to you because you can't be trusted. You're the reason why white people feel comfortable with saying the N word. You bitches giving everybody a pass or wanting to be cool and accepted, so you're letting them say it. We had that shit on lock. They were not allowed to say it. Think about saying it. If we even thought that they were thinking it, what are you thinking right now? What are you thinking? When you think about saying the N word, ain't you, to this song? We didn't let them get away with shit. Now you have full out white women, not even white dudes, white women saying the N word openly online because y'all made them think that their fucking opinion matters. You made them think that they're the dominant society in the sense of being influential. No, they just own everything and they make the rules. That's it. Slave masters. You don't get to let the slave master think he's cool. You made the slave master think he's cool. You're the worst generation, man. You didn't hold the line on nothing. Too busy out here trying to go against everything that came before you. Your whole generation, you got something slick to say about everything that came before you while not adding nothing. You haven't added anything. Again, I'm not going against all of my Gen Zers, the ones that rock with me, obviously. They know what they're doing. They got their head on straight. Unless you watch me to get triggered, you're just a dumb piece of shit at that point. But you are the reason why I gotta watch young white bitches run their mouth confidently online. And you can blame Trump. We've had other bigots and racists that were presidents. We've had homosexuals that were presidents, but we never allowed for things to get out of control. Y'all are the reason why they're doing what they're doing. Every time I see some white bitch running her mouth, it's some young chick. Every time I see some white bitch running her mouth, it's some young chick. Her older generations want to do it, but they just remember getting a fist in the face, right? So they're not going to do that shit. It's some stupid ass, punk ass, legs not washed white bitch who probably needs to wash her hair running her fucking mouth, saying the N word openly, trying to trigger black people for views, trying to get into the, I guess, the far right or what. Y'all are the reason why they're comfortable doing it. And now, us as the older generations, we got to come in and check it. And now these stupid young white bitches are trying to, oh, you're just old and none of y'all are doing your jobs. None of you are doing your jobs. You're too busy critiquing the older generations while you're going to have white people openly running around saying the N word. And there's going to be open fights everywhere because of it, because none of us older generations is going to take that shit. I wish a white motherfucker would say that shit around me. I don't give a fuck, male or female. I wish you would. You're going to see, I'm going to put the fear of God in you. I can promise you that, you piece of shit. I can guarantee you I'm going to put the fear of God in you. Don't ever fucking think and be comfortable enough to run around doing dumb shit that Gen Z's telling you is okay. The dumbest generation so far. You can get fucked up real quick. Real quick. And you younger white bitches, this ain't working out for you. This ain't working out for you. You ain't gonna be able to get no type of dick other than white dudes. You keep it up. White dudes and these younger black dudes, they might as well be white dudes, man. They might as well be white dudes. They get out here and run their mouth just like white dudes do. They get out here and say crazy ass shit without thinking about the consequences of what they're saying all the time. All the time. Okay? But I want y'all to know all this shit y'all got going on in that generation, don't think that the older generation is going to play with y'all about it. We're not playing with y'all about it, man. We're not. You know what I mean? I will make the news the minute one of you fuck ass white people say the N word around me or to me. I will make the news. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. You know, I listen, I ain't fucking with y'all like that. Don't come around me thinking that shit's okay. I ain't fucking white people like that. I'm not over here bothering y'all. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, which I could do way more, you know, but I'm not gonna let y'all rage bait me, race bait me, or none of that stupid ass shit. Y'all getting real bold. And it may be because of Trump, maybe, but Gen Z is also the reason for it. Everything is okay and you can say whatever and critique whatever and get everything off your chest. No, you need to keep some of that shit to your chest, close to your chest, and don't say nothing about it because you're putting yourselves in bad places and your faces won't be forgotten. You know, so all this N-word talk and all this other stupid ass shit, you're not the first generation of whites that want to say the N-word. You want to be able to do whatever the fuck you want to be able to do. And you don't want no one telling you no, even if it's wrong, right? Even if you shouldn't be wanting to say it. You know what I mean? But here you go. I gotta be able to say it. I gotta be able to, I'm white. I should do whatever I want. I want to be, shut the fuck up. It's 2026. That shit ain't even like that no more. Get fucked up real quick and get canceled as well. Okay? Let Gen Z get you fucked up and canceled. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're the generation of telling everybody you're autistic. Go ahead. Right? Go ahead. We're done. So I got everything I wanted to say off because I am so tired of seeing these punk ass female white chicks. These younger female white chicks that are thinking that they're really saying something. You are no different from any Becky or Karen before you. You might be a little bit more bold, but you still are not washing your legs. You're not washing your feet. You do not use a wash rag. Okay? You ain't fooling nobody with your stinking ass self. So what you need to do is go sit down somewhere, stop running your mouth online, because ain't nobody trying to hear no white bitch running her mouth, man. I'm telling you. As much as you think that it's cute, ain't nobody trying to see that. Ain't nobody trying to see that. Man, y'all sit y'all white bitches down somewhere, man. We got ours under control from the previous generations. Shit, boy, we came up with a name for them motherfuckers so quick and put them in their place. Y'all sit them white bitches down, man. We tired of seeing them, man. We tired of seeing these loud, big mouth ass white bitches. Like, sit them down. Sit them down. They run their mouth way more than the black women of your generation. Bro, it's so strange. We're gonna have a conversation about it. I'm gonna get my Patreon fired back up, but we're gonna have a conversation about it because there's a mental illness there. There's a mental illness there because they're always in straight black man's business, trying to make it seem like they're not, but they're always making panels about us. Then they're aligning themselves with gay men and talking about us to gay men, trying to get insight on us while calling us gay when we go against anything that they say. There's definitely some deep embedded issues there that need to be spoken about. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if any other race of people are doing that, but I just see black women doing this stuff, man. And then they'll rock with it, and then these gay dudes, these trans dudes and stuff will start going against women and calling themselves women, and then trying to take the word woman from them, and then make biological women cis women. But I wish they would come over here and try to call me a cis man. Knock your sissy ass out, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And again, none of us saying that you homosexual dudes can't fight. You fight a nigga off you every night. You do it every night, man. Stop acting like we don't think you can fight. We keep telling you we're gonna fight you like a dude. Stop thinking that we think you can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Like all these sissies we know you're a man at the end of the day. No matter how much you keep telling everybody you're a woman, every time you get into a fight, you show how much of a fucking man you are. You know what I'm saying? Be swinging like a dude. You need to get knocked out like a dude. Ain't nobody taking nothing easy on you. You seen how that Aaron the plumber guy went after that fucking tranny? He might not have won the fight, but he went, hey, fuck that shit, man. We ain't playing with y'all. We are not playing with y'all. Y'all be influencing our women's minds and you're doing too much. Get your fucking ass rocked, man. Not like that. You know what I mean? Get knocked the fuck out. Be careful what I say, man, when I'm speaking about a certain community. You know? But get your ass knocked out. You over here spreading a bunch of propaganda to the women that we're trying to get with for whatever reason you doing, and you sleep with women too. They ain't even your preference of choice. You're just doing it because you can. So now your shit covered dick is all up in our women, man. That shit is not cool, bro. That's not cool. Like, why are you fucking our women when they're lonely? I ain't got time for this stuff. I got a whole lot to say about it, but I'm gonna put it behind my Patreon. You got these homosexual dudes that be dipping into not straight women, because they obviously, but whatever kind of woman they are, we don't even know who's messing with these gay dudes because they'll never tell you. When you see him hanging out, that's still a male hanging out with women. And then he's still a man in the day. If they get drunk or whatever, end up at, you think those women aren't messing with, they ain't got no man of their own. And then they over here getting all kind of fucking diseases and whatnot and infections and stuff from sleeping with those guys. Then they come and sleep with us. These same women will come over and then they'll be like, why does your pussy smell like that? Oh, I just got back from the gym. No, you been fucking some gay dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of bacteria in your fucking pussy. I don't get up in that, man. This is just speculation. I don't know. But women do brag about laying with gay dudes. Maybe that's why they think that a lot of us are down low because they be laying with their gay friends all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. In woman's life, sexuality is fluid, I guess. The motherfuckers just fuck anything. You know what I mean? Us as straight men, we're the only ones holding it down. You know what I mean? Like we're the only ones like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I want a woman. That's it. Biological. Play with the words all you want to. Last I checked, biological means naturally born woman. You know what I mean? So again, you know, we ain't got nothing to do with that kind of stuff. But these women are just all over the place. These guys are, let me get off of here so I can knock out this workout. It's already raining outside, so I can't go outside. So it's whatever. Anyway, you guys, smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna get my Patreon up and going so I don't keep getting flagged by talking like this. I can just talk like this behind the Patreon wall, and then I'll start linking the videos in the bio or the description of the video, and we'll go from there. But I can't be talking like this too much because I'll never get any views. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to hear you speaking this way. I'm just telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth, but they don't want to hear the truth. Okay? You're not supposed to call out what you see. You're supposed to be letting everyone call you gay and down low while all this gay shit's going on around you. And you're not supposed to call out none of it. None of it. It's a head trip. But you guys do me a favor. I have not eaten or drank anything since I got up, man. I am starting to feel it. You guys do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, join the tribe. What are you waiting for? And also drop a comment. If you agree or disagree, you don't have to agree. Drop a, I'm saying, a disagreeing comment. It's all good. I will respond to it in kind, but drop it. Do what you got to do. I know I'll be seeing some of you losers on TikTok making a TikTok panel in reference to something I said on here, and know you're going to get blocked. Just know you will get blocked. I'm just blocking you. I'm not jumping in the panel saying nothing. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to wait a few minutes to see how many people in the panel are speaking like I speak. Normally, I'll catch 2 or 3 of you. I love what TikTok has done. I can jump in one panel and block 4 people. Before, you block one person, it kick you out the panel, and then it auto scroll. Now, I can go in there and block everybody if I wanted to, and it does not auto scroll. So I can knock out like 7 birds with one stone. Just as if you're talking crazy, block, 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 block. I'll never see you again. You wanna know something else? I've been blocking people like this for the past, I've been blocking people for a while, but definitely heavy on the blocking for the past 3.5 months. If you've noticed, my views have gone up on TikTok. My views have gone up a lot since I've been blocking. I mean, videos hitting 50,000 views real quick. Videos that I haven't even put that much effort into making or getting more views than the videos that I put a lot of effort into, right? Or just the aesthetic look better. Because I'm blocking these hoes that are watching my content and not supporting them or not supporting it. I'm telling you, bro, there's a link between the people that pop up in your feed, you know what I'm saying? And the people that are viewing your content. I'm telling you, they'll never tell you that they're watching your content, but you start blocking people, you'll notice that your content will start getting more views because you got haters that are looking for your content to come up with ideas, looking for your content to come up with a prompt for their live stream. Negroes trying to copy what you say, trying to learn how you talk, how you move, how you get the ladies, and then women just imitating whatever they see. You know what I mean? So when I'm watching someone's content and it reminds me of my content, because I'm the kind of person where I don't watch people to study them like that to become them. I watch them so I can make archetypes for people to avoid. So I don't want nothing to do with them. But when I hear women speaking like me, becoming the greatest version of yourself through the pain, you know what I'm saying? The struggle, it should always be, you doing it solo. Like this bitch sound just block, or I'll scroll and I'll see a woman that's a life coach or whatever the case, whatever they're calling themselves. And she's speaking the same shit that I said the day before on my live stream. When I pop up in her feed, she looks surprised and she starts stuttering. Look, dude, before I pop up in there and I'm letting them talk, they can't see that I'm in there. They can see when you're in the hallway when you first come, but then it don't show you anymore. So you can just sit in the hallway and they won't even know. But if you click into the live stream, that's when they see you in there. So I will be in the hallway for about 5 minutes listening to her talk. I will click into the live stream. Now all of a sudden she's stuttering, she's looking around. All the confidence she had in what she was saying is gone because the person she stole it from is sitting right there looking at her. And I promise you this, I'm gonna start recording it. I'm gonna start recording it. Every time I'm in there, these women are always like, hey, you guys, I gotta go. And the guys will be like, where are you going? You normally you're up for an hour. Oh, I gotta go. I got something came up. No, bitch, you're running. You're running. You know I'm in there watching you regurgitate shit that I've said. You're fucking running, you fucking coward. Why are you copying what a man says? That's why I hate this whole influencer thing, because women are super competitive. And if you put them in a place where they can compete with men, you get to see the worst sides of them. You see the worst sides of them. You're never going to get the men that you're taking that knowledge from are the men that are meant to be your leaders, your men. But you're stealing the job from them and regurgitating it and then expecting to still find a man. That's not going to fucking work, you fucking idiots. I know the shit that we say is fly. It sounds dope, but those are coming from God. The reason why you're stealing it from us, God don't speak to you like that. He doesn't speak to you like that. If he did, you wouldn't be stealing all the words from us. But instead of you getting a man, falling under his guidance that he's getting from God, you want to be that. That's why everything you say to seem like a bunch of bullshit. Nobody believes you, man. All that stuff that y'all be regurgitating. But I'm gonna start recording it. I'm gonna start screen recording them. And then you guys, when I show them over here, you let me know whether I'm tripping or not. But I'm gonna start showing the screen recordings of when I jump into their live streams, how they react, how they go from being confident to insecure, how they start stuttering, how they go from looking at the screen to looking around, right? And then eventually, after stuttering too long, hey, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go. No, 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 no. You should sit in here and feel judged for you taking notes and regurgitating stuff that ain't meant for you to be saying. Leading women down the path of thinking that they can do what you did and be able to think and move like you, not knowing that you're stealing words from a man. You're stealing words from a man. I'm gonna call y'all out one way or another. So again, I'm gonna start recording them. So whenever they're getting ready to end the live stream or whatever, you can see how frigidy and weird they get. From me just going in their live stream, just get real weird, real weird. You know what I'm saying? Start making that kind of content. But anyway, you guys, smash that like button. I guess I cussed too much because it says 0 people are in here. I'm trying to do better, get my Patreon fired up so I can cuss on there. But anyway, until then, smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. What are you waiting for? And more content coming. You know what I mean? I will chop some of this up and put it on my Lone Wolf Narc Bully channel. Until then, I'll be working out. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out. Hey, appreciate you, No Limit, for showing up. Appreciate you, man. Keeping me company in here, man. Appreciate that. You guys smash that like button.
It's on mute. Hey, hold on. Bitch, be quiet. Lot of niggas fake, so I'm moving in silence.